Next one, 1 Kings 11:41. This is that verse. Now the rest of the acts of Solomon, all that he did, and his wisdom, are they not written in the book of the Acts of Solomon? What is this book?
It's a really great book. I've got it in my library. No, it's a book that we don't.
I wish I did.
Yeah, exactly. It's a book we don't know anything about, and so you have a number of books. The book of Jeshurun. You have the Chronicles of the Kings of Israel. Chronicles of the Kings of Judah is almost for sure corresponding to the book of First and Second Chronicles in our Bibles. You have this, the Acts of Solomon here. That would be the Chronicles of Solomon. And so these are records that are kept of the actions and the history of King Solomon. And so it's something that has passed away because it was written down in ancient times. And at the time that the book of First Kings was written, it was something that was extant. It was something that the people of Israel could go and read for themselves. And so the author references that. But it's something that's passed away because of great age. Okay, one of the things that you need to keep in mind when you're going through the Bible and you see this kind of stuff is just because a book is ancient doesn't mean that it belongs in the Bible. So this is not a lost book of the Bible. This is nothing but a government document. And so when you're looking at this, you know, the Bible is what we consider to be scripture, and there are other books that were written that are entertaining and instructive and even religious, but they're not Bibles. And so whenever I'm talking to somebody about this, I compare it to, for example, our Bible bookstore. And so you can go into our bookstore and you can find Bibles, number one. You can also find commentaries, which are books about the Bible that actually have the Bible contained in them because they're commenting on passages in Scripture. You can have other books that are stories about people who lived during Bible times, and those are fiction, and it's religious fiction, and so on and so forth. So you've got all these different books in the bookstore, but not all of them belong in the Bible. Well, you have this in ancient times too, and so there are books that there are scrolls. That's what it originally was. There are scrolls and books that were considered to be scripture, and then there were other scrolls that can be referenced in the Bible that are not scripture, and it's a reference to a book. And in this case, this is a book that we don't have anymore.
Hey, you mentioned the government stuff. Mm-hmm. Is there stuff that could have been pulled from this book to write Proverbs? When it says in his wisdom, you know, like records of stuff that he wrote down that they took to put into Proverbs. In the Acts of Solomon, all that he did, and his wisdom, are they not written in the book of the Acts of Solomon? Could some of the quotes from Proverbs be from that book?
There's a possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just wondering, throwing it out there.
Yeah.